Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Victoria here. In this tutorial I want to show you how I made this sleeveless turtleneck polka dot dress. I had shared it on my Instagram. I have a video of making the long sleeved turtleneck dress, but this time around I want to show you how you can make the sleeveless one and how you can add on this polka dots. They are just buttons that I added on with fabric glue. Yes, so let's get into the tutorial. Now I had already made the back part of the dress. I'm using a lilac color robin, which is 100% acrylic. It's the thread that I usually use, and I've already shaped the neck. So the neck for the back is the same as that for the front, similar measurements, unlike the one for the long sleeved dress. This is a different one. So I have pulled out 65 to 66 needles and we'll be casting on using the Europe method. I pulled out 1 by 1 needles, then I'm going to be making a rib of 15 by 15, sorry, 20 by 20, a mock rib. The measurements I'm using, they are for a person who is 40 inches round. So I did 40 inches. I measured a bit of 40 inches around. Here's my tape. So 40 inches round, that is about 20. And then I added in an increase of about 10 needles. And on the length she wanted 38 inches long. So I'm going to knit 280 up to the part where I will shape off the armhole, and then add on 80 rows up after shaping the armhole. That is, let me show you from here, from down here up to here where I shape off the armhole, it's going to be 280 rows. Then here it's going to be 80 rows. But before getting to the end, right about here, we shall cast off at 60, at row counter 60, shape off the armhole, and then knit up to 80 rows. So right now I'm going to knit straight, no increases, no reductions, up to 280 rows. Same tension. Okay. So I've reached row counter 280. Now I'm going to shape the armholes, taking back my row counter to 00. So here I'll cast off 10 needles this side, and then also cast off after 2 rows a needle. Transfer a needle to the next stitch after 2 rows. I'll do that 5 times, giving me a total of 15 needles that have been cast off. So now I'm going to need two rows, 1, 2. Then using this 3-headed transfer tool, I'll be transferring a stitch to the next. I've just picked 3 stitches, then transferred to the next. There's a design that it gives. If you look at this, this kind of a design, it's what I needed to see. So I'm doing it both sides, this side and the other side as well. So after this, I'm going to knit straight up to 60. So this is row counter 60. I'm going to work in the holding position by pushing this button into the holding position number 2, and then pull the needles which are in the opposite of the carriage to the holding position. Then first work on this half and then also this half. Now we are going to transfer 20 stitches, knit 1 row, then cast off using the latch hook 20 stitches or 20 needles. So now, right, what I'm doing here, it's the same thing I'm going to do this side. Now I'm going to be knitting 2 rows and then transfer to the next needle, just like that, up to row counter 80. So at row counter 80, then I cast off this one row. So what I've done here is the same thing I'm going to do here. So you can go on ahead. When you finish this part, you also do the other side. And you cast off. All right. Oh, but remember to remove your carriage from the holding position, and you push it into the working position. So right now I have my two parts, the front and the back. Now I'm going to first join one shoulder, then work on that neck, then also the other shoulder. After that we shall work on the sleeves. So to join the shoulder, I just put back this part, the front and the back opposite each other, like the wrong sides facing you. And then put back onto the machine. After this, I'm going to knit one row. Tension 6. Then I'm going to create a 1 by 1 neckband, so meaning I'm going to transfer stitches one to the next to create the neckband. So now I pull all the needles that have work on them to the front. For easy passage of the machine, and make sure these ones are in the resting position. I'll put my row counter to 0, 0. Then I'm going to knit 50 rows. I'll increase my tension to 8. I'll knit 50 rows, then 1 at 10, then 50 rows, making a total of 100 rows. So I'm going to be picking up these stitches that I had put in the resting position, and I feed them in. So the neck is done and ready. Right now I'm going to show you how you can add on the sleeve. I've already done this part. So what you do is put back all the work onto the machine like we did for the neck. Starting from the middle point. Here I'll do up to 66 needles, then the other end up to 65. the same way we cast on the neck and then do the one by one, it's the same way I'm doing for the sleeves. So now I'm going to knit 10 rows in tension 7. First 10 rows, then one increase 1 to tension 10, then again 10 rows. So I went on ahead and joined the neck, blind stitch method around the sleeves, join the sides as well as down. Now I'm going to add the buttons. I'll be using this fabric glue, B7000. Yes, just to attach the buttons. What I do is first the buttons to see where each one of them will be going, and then thereafter attach one by one. So after doing my layer, I'm just going to start attaching the glue. So this is how the polka dot dress has turned out to be. I just attached the buttons with the glue and it came out like that. So if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and comment and share. See you next time. Bye bye.